Alright, so I just wanted to cover a couple of more examples from the notes that we didn't do in class, just in case you are having some trouble picking out important information while writing your equations and inequalities. So remember we talked about there's a couple different kinds. There's the slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Okay. And in this form, you're given some sort of start point, and then you're giving some sort of rate of change to build off of that start point. So this is a good example, is that your parents are going to buy you a laptop. It's $1,200. The laptop will depreciate in value at $100 each year, where y is the amount the laptop is worth. So let's define y is the money the laptop is worth. And x is the number of years you've owned the laptop. Okay? I've given you a start amount. They bought the laptop for $1,200. That's the beginning amount. So that will be your B value. We can write it first or second. We're adding, so it doesn't matter. So the value of the laptop is going to start off at $1,200. Then it says it's going to depreciate. The word depreciate means reduce value. So it's going to lose value of $100 each year. So that's going to make it a negative 100. But how much value it's lost depends on the numbers of years. So we got to put the variable there for the number of years. From here you can place this equation into Desmos to get your graph, and then you can solve. This is after how many years. This should say laptop. Will the laptop be worth $700? Well, y is what the laptop is worth, so you need to plug 700 into for y and then solve it. And it will tell you how many years it will be before it's worth $700. Okay? Let's try another one. This is another y equals mx plus b one. If you buy a car wash at the gas station for $5, so it says no matter what, if you're going to go there, you're spending $5. That's your start point. The cost per gallon of gas is $3.10, where y is the amount of money spent, and x is the number of gallons of gas. So the total cost will be the $5, because you're spending $5 for the car wash. And then it's $3 per gallon of gas. Well, we don't know how many gallons of gas there is, so that's where the variable comes in. $3.10 for gas. Put this into Desmos to get your graph. If you have $40, how many gallons of gas can you afford? $40 is money spent. So you'll put it in for the y. 40 equals 5 plus 310 x. And then you can solve it. Then we started talking about our standard form equations. Let's flip this over. We answered all of these guys, so we're going to skip one more over to do a couple of these. So we're in the last one in the standard form. So standard form ones kind of read like a sentence. And so we're just pulling the information out. So you have to look at each situation. We're talking about two different things. That's how we know it's a standard form. This one's talking about gift wrap, but there's two kinds of gift wrap. We have a solid color gift wrap and we have a printed gift wrap. And they cost different amounts. It says X is the solid gift wrap, so I'm going to put an X here with the solid. And Y is the printed gift wrap. Okay, so Y is the printed. That band needs a total of $2,340. So we're going to use equals here. Depending on how it's worded, it could have been an inequality, but it doesn't really say an inequality word, so we're going to use an equals. So solid colors, it says are $4 per roll. So each roll, $4 times the number of solid colors sold will tell you how much money you make from solid, plus $6 times the number of printed rolls sold will tell us how much money we made from the printed rolls. And together, I need those to equal $2,340 so they can go on the trip. From there, you can make your graph in Desmos. If the band sold 63 solid colored gift wraps, well, you have to, which one is solid colored? Is it the X or the Y? And we up here said it was defined in the problem for us that solid is X. So that means you're going to plug 63 in for X. We don't know any of the rest of it, but we can solve to get it. Okay? So hopefully that will get you started there. The very last section we talked about was the inequalities, and these were mixed up depending on the problem. If you're talking about two different things, that's a standard form equation. So we were talking in this problem about hardback books and paperback books. Two different things, so they go into this kind of format. When I flip it over, the cafeteria, the catering company was talking about two different kinds of tables, small tables and big tables. Two different things, standard form. Basketball game. We were talking about two different things, drinks and popcorn, so standard form. This last problem down here, we're talking about two different things again. We're talking about two different kinds of flowers. We got daisies and we have tulips. Let's see, we got a whole bunch of information on daisies and tulips. So it looks like the daisies are $2 per stem and the tulips are $3 per stem. X is the number of daisies, so we'll put X with daisies. And so Y is tulips. So $2 times the number of daisies tells you how much money is spent on daisies, plus $3 times the number of tulips will tell you how much money was spent on tulips. However, he has no more than, that means it has to be less, that number has to be less than or equal to $12. He can't spend more than he has. You'll put this in Desmos, make sure you graph it, make sure you shade it, and then you can answer these questions based on the shading. So you can either do this based on shading or you can do this based on algebra where you're plugging in information. Either way will work, but you have to show what your process of what you're doing. And that will end everything that we have in the notes. So you have an equation or inequality for each problem now. Hopefully that's enough to get you started. If not, I probably should see you before class tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.